It's the Digital Board Gamer here, and today we have the top 5 must games for September 2025. I play all the new games and all the beta games, so I have an idea of what I think are the best 5. So here we go. At number 5, we have the Game Makers. This game here had a lot of buzz online. There is a current Kickstarter, but by the time you see this video, there probably won't be any time. But why I bring this up is I think it's a really cool option for BGA. This is a game that you have the option to back on Kickstarter, but no one's really played it. There's a few people that have played it, and I think having a digital version on BGA is such a cool option. You can play it on BGA, make sure you like it, and then if you do like it, you can pay the high price. So I think it was a cool idea to get it out there to try it. But there are really two different parts of the game. First is the action selection here, this little forklift. Depending on how far your forklifts go is how the strength of the action you'll get. You see I can get a level 3 dice, 2 cards, or a level 1 plastic. And then if I later on, this will all shift, and then I'll have basically cards, dice, and wood to choose from. And of course, the wood will be level 3, the dice will be level 2, and the card will be level 1. The engine building comes in here with the assembly. There's some engine building to make things cheaper. There are also some of these buildings over here you can build that also give you some engine building. Areas here that also give you some ability with some engine building. If you get enough wood pieces here in your break room, you can put them here to get some more resources. So there's lots of things going on with this game, and there's no reason for you not to check it out if you haven't played it yet. At number 4, another beta game, Galactic Cruise. Galactic Cruise is a worker placement, but it's a very heavy worker placement. See, it's rated pretty well, 320 overall, and it's rated 8.4, and it's well deserved. This one also is in Kickstarter, but this one is just the reprint and a expansion that you can pick up. But still, if you like this game, this one has a little bit more time. You'll have about a day and a half to try it out. But you could try out the game first on BGA to make sure you like it before you pay the cost, because this is, again, not a very cheap game. Several videos online to help teach you how to play this one. This is probably one I suggest that you learn and then probably play right away real time. It's easier to kind of remember the rules, in my opinion, that way. But the big thing is there's 6 big worker placement spots here on the board. They'll have a couple actions. You basically will take 2 actions a turn. Then you're going to try to launch your ship here, but before you do that, you have to add these little rooms to each of them to kind of build your own ship. Then you have to recruit people on them and then finally launch them. You have to have things for them to do, etc. So there's a lot to this one, but if you like the heavier thinking Euros, this one is quite a bit of fun. I did get a chance to play it real time, which really helped me learn it, rather than trying to learn it and then play turn-based and then in 4 days going, okay, what does this action do again? So I believe that it's really better to learn it and then play it real time. But if you like heavier Euros, definitely check this one out. At number 3, we had Toden. And what I've also learned now from some comments down below, it's also could be Battle Line. Battle Line is very similar to this game. The only thing from my understanding that Battle Line is different is this tactic mode. You add that, and then for the most part, it's the same. I think in Battle Line you have 10s from what I read, and in here we only run up to 9. But it's still pretty similar. Battle Line has been on my wanting to play list for the longest time. I played this and enjoyed it, and then I was reading through some of the comments and discussion. They're like, it's basically Battle Line if you add this, and makes a lot of sense. People have said I'd really love Battle Line, and now I've had the opportunity to play this with that a little adjustment, and I do think I'd really like Battle Line as well as I really like this game. You can play a series of rounds. In this case, they're just playing 1 of 1. But what you're trying to do is collect 5 of these little stones or collect 3 next to each other. If you do that, you win. In the basic version, which I'm showing you here, it's play a card, draw a card. And then what you're trying to do is put 3 cards on your side, and if your hand is a stronger set than your opponent's, you can claim the stone. Now, what are the sets? Well, the lowest is a sum, so that's just the sum of the colors. So if your sum is higher than your opponent's sum, you would win. A run is 3 in a row. A blue 5, a red 6, and a yellow 7 would be a run. Color is a flush, so all 3 are the same, so 3 green cards. Then next is 3 of a kind, so that's 3 4s. And then finally, the strongest combination is a color run. So a red 7, red 8, and red 9. So if there's ever a tie, like in the case you might both have 3 of a kind, whoever's the higher 3 of a kind would win. Overall, this one's a lot of fun. I think there is a lot more to it than you think when you first look at it. Number 2, we have Moonshine. Moonshine is a card dice engine building as well. This one is not currently out yet, but currently rated a 6.4 with just 100 or so ratings. So at the start of the game, you'll have a speakeasy here. You'll see that down below here, this is kind of the engine building. The speakeasy will give you 3 cards when you draw cards. You can have 2 cards to the side and you get 1 reroll. And then slowly you'll be adding more characters down below, like this character here gives you this symbol. So now this player has not only these 3 actions, but also has this symbol for now on. Whereas this guy here will give you a blue dice in your roll. One interesting thing about this is you will roll, and then when you're done rolling, your opponents will also use the dice that you roll. There are special dice like the blue and the orange, and you only get access to them if you have that ability. So for instance, here, the top part of the cards, if you can put moons on these little abilities here, this will actually give you this dice for the dice roll. If this player can get a blue moon here, they'll get the blue dice as well. Obviously, as soon as this card goes underneath, this top part is covered, and you can no longer use the orange dice. You just get the eye action down below. Characters cost is right here in the top right. And then you're just slowly adding. I think you have to get to 12 points, and then whoever gets 12 points wins first. So there's just a lot of fun engine building in it. It's really simple with the dice. There's just lots of combos that I enjoy, and I'm a big sucker for engine building for sure. And then number 1, Ariato. Ariato is a combo drafting style game. Currently rated as 6.8, but only 100 ratings because this one's not out yet as well. All right, so this game is played over a total of 12 days. Each day you'll be dealt 5 cards. 2 will get passed to your opponent, 1 will go in your village, and 2 will be discarded for resources. When a card is discarded for resources, it's the color cost. Notice in the village, each character can only go in a certain place, so these 2 can only go on the top, whereas this guy can only go on the top left. The cost for each character is here. Once you have paid the cost, you put a little token on them. Then you have the ability to put them over here, and this is kind of how you score them. Each day, with the exception of first and last day, have a little goal. So like day 2 goal is to have one of those offering tiles on one of your characters. Whereas day 11 goal is to have 5 of the same color characters over here in this area over here. And then depending on how many of these goals you get is how many points you will accumulate. Characters are also worth points here. And then lastly, there are ways of scoring points like these guys' abilities here during the game. And that's how you collect all your points. What I really enjoy about this game is all the combos. Like here you gain a purple. Whenever you gain a purple, you get a point. So that kind of lends you to maybe try to build a combo where you can get a lot of purples and score a lot of points. Or like this guy here, when you move him over to the gate, you score 2 points for every green card in your village. So you can start forming these combos, getting them ready, and scoring lots of points that way. I do like how the goals kind of drive you a certain way, but I did play a game where an opponent ignored the goals 100%. I believe they got 1 or 2. Even though he only got 2 of these goals completed, and I was able to get, I think, 9 or 8 of them completed, he almost beat me because of the combo he was able to score. These points down here in the village are really powerful because not only do you score 2 points, but for every 10 points, like 10, 20, 30, and so on, you get 2 wild resources. So not only are you able to get points, but then you also get resources to pay for characters. So overall, I just really enjoyed Seven Wonders, a decade ago or whatever. And this does definitely give me that Seven Wonders drafting vibe. I really enjoy it. The puzzle and the combo and these goals up here are just such a good time. I really do enjoy this game and recommend it to anyone who likes drafting style games. Well, that's my 5 for September 2025. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite was. Was there a game that I missed that maybe other people should check out? Well, I've been the Digital Board Gamer. As always, good luck and have fun.